So you think your roof might be damaged by the recent storms, but how do you know for sure? You may be asking yourself, where do I start? Should I call my insurance company? Or how do I know if someone is just trying to sell me a roof I don't need? For many people, this may be their first time filing a claim with their homeowner's insurance, and it can be a confusing process. So join us now for a quick look at the process of replacing your roof. The first step in the process is to simply identify damage. As easy as this sounds, it can oftentimes be harder than it seems. That's why it's always best to have an experienced roofing professional help you get started by doing a complete inspection of your property. Millions of dollars worth of damage goes unpaid because of a well-meaning neighbor, friend, or relative who will offer to inspect for damage. No doubt they will be able to spot the severe and obvious damage. However, the more subtle damage is just as important, and unrepaired will considerably reduce the life of the roof. Signs that your roof might have hail damage can be seen in other parts of the house. Soft metal damage can be easy to spot because of the permanent dents that are left by the hail. Exhaust vents, attic vents, gutters, and downspouts are a good place to start. Damage to your siding almost always means damage to your roof. The steeper the surface, the less impact the hail will have. Hail will tend to glance off of the side of a house, but the slope of a roof allows for a much stronger impact. So when you see holes through your vinyl siding, your roof is most likely damaged as well. Look also for small cracks in the siding, which are harder to spot. When it comes to inspecting asphalt shingles for hail damage, sometimes it can be easy to spot. In many cases, however, the hail may not have left obvious damage. A closer inspection may be required to look for small indentations that may not be visible at first glance, but have damaged or bruised the shingles nonetheless. A bruised shingle will usually have missing or loose granules, which will cause an accelerated deterioration of the shingles as the underlying material is exposed to harmful UV rays. A bruised shingle will also have damage to the fiberglass fibers, which give the shingle its strength. Make no mistake about it, a roof with shingles damaged by hail, whether severe or just bruised, is a roof that has been compromised and will result in a failure in the near future. Damage to wood shake shingles can be even trickier to detect. The shingles themselves will show hits from the hail very easily. However, a hit does not damage a wood shingle. Only the hits that are hard enough to split the shingle are considered damage. There may be many split shingles on your roof, but unless they are fresh, they are not considered hail damage. Splits caused by walking on the roof are considered incidental damage and are not cause for having your insurance company replace your roof. A thorough inspection of a wood shake shingle roof consists of examining each shingle to look for fresh splits. A fresh split is one that, when looked at closely, has new wood exposed on the inside of the split, not one that looks weathered on the inside like the rest of the roof. A fresh split with a hail hit directly on the split is considered hail damage. Since UV and moisture will naturally weather the wood, time is of the essence in filing your claim when you have wood shake shingles. So now that we have identified the hail damage, the next question to consider is, why should I replace my roof? Here are the top 5 reasons that you should replace your roof if it has been damaged. Number 5. Waiting to have the roof replaced might cause your claim to be denied when you file your claim the following year. Most insurance companies only allow you 1 year from the date of loss to have the work completed, and after a year of UV and weather, an adjuster may decide that it is old damage and therefore deny your claim. Number 4. Waiting to have the work done will cost more in materials in the future. Material prices naturally go up over time, but product availability also affects the price. A major storm in another part of the country will cause manufacturers to redirect their distribution to those areas, leaving a shortage in your area. When supply is low, prices go up. Number 3. Replacing your roof protects the things in your home from damage. Lots of things in your home, like carpeting and furnishings, can be easily replaced, but at a cost. But things like pictures, letters, and other important papers are irreplaceable. Number 2. Filing a claim now can save you the cost of replacement in the future. At some point in the future, you may want to sell your home. The mortgage company will require an inspection, and if the roof needs replaced, it comes out of your pocket. You can't sell your house until you pay thousands of dollars to have a new roof put on. Why not have the insurance company pay for it now and you get to enjoy the new roof? It can sometimes be 10 to 15 years between these major storms that cause widespread roof replacement. If your current roof doesn't have 10 to 15 years of life left in it, you should definitely consider it now while the damage is fresh. And the number one reason for replacing your roof is to maintain the value of your property. A house is the single biggest asset of most Americans. That's why you insure it. To pay insurance premiums and then not use it is simply foolish. You would never consider not using your health insurance if you were sick. So, why would you hesitate to use your homeowner's insurance to restore your loss and protect your asset? Now that you have detected damage and decided to file a claim, you'll need to call your insurance company. Filing a claim simply tells the insurance company that you have a concern. The simple act of filing a claim does not, however, raise your rates. Rates are raised by zip codes and zones. If you've been seeing a lot of roofs replaced in your area, you'll probably be getting a rate increase anyway whether you file a claim or not. When you file your claim, your insurance company will schedule a time to have an adjuster come to your house to inspect the damage. If you already have a contractor that has inspected your roof and you would like them to perform the work, you'll want to let them know when the adjuster is going to look at the roof. A good roofer will show up with precise measurements, a good diagram, and be able to make sure an adjuster doesn't overlook any damage. Remember, the adjuster is working for the insurance company, but your contractor is working for you. Once the adjuster has inspected your roof and agreed that there is enough damage to pay for replacing it, you will be given your claim paperwork and your first check. Some adjusters will do this on the spot at the time of the inspection, but others may need to send it to you. Either way, you should have your paperwork and check in a week to 10 days. When you take a look at the check that the insurance company gives you, you'll notice two things. The first thing you'll notice is that the check is made payable to you, the homeowner, and your mortgage company. The reason for this is that the work to be done is on a property that is technically owned by the both of you. You will need their endorsement on the check in order to use it to have your roof replaced. The second thing you'll notice is that the amount of the check will not be the full amount of the claim. In some cases, it can be considerably less than the amount of the claim. The insurance company uses a two-check process in which they will pay you the actual cash value, or ACV, up front. They will subtract your deductible from this first check. The rest of the money is what they call depreciation, and if you have a replacement cost policy, it will be released to you once you have the work completed. If you have a cash value policy, you are not eligible to receive the depreciation. As an example, let's look at a claim of $10,000 with a $1,000 deductible. Let's assume the roof is old, and so the insurance company depreciates it 50%. 50% of $10,000 is $5,000. You have a $1,000 deductible, so the first check that you will receive will be for $4,000 and include your mortgage company on it. The other 50%, or $5,000, will then be sent to you once the work is completed for a total of $9,000. You will still need to pay your contractor the full $10,000, but $1,000 will have to come out of your pocket to pay your deductible. Now that you have successfully navigated your way through the insurance process, the time has come to put on your new roof. By now, you should have already chosen the color and style of the roof that you want, and your project manager has ordered the materials for the job. The next step is the delivery of the materials. A common practice in the roofing industry is to deliver the materials as soon as possible and to put them on top of the roof that is being replaced. This practice is called roof loading or spiking a job and should never be allowed by a homeowner. 100 square feet of ordinary roof material can weigh about 240 pounds, more if higher quality shingles are used. A small house will have around 2,000 square feet of roof. That's 4,800 pounds or 2.4 tons of material. A Honda Civic weighs only 2,628 pounds. The truss system of your roof is engineered to support the weight, but over the entire surface of the roof, not all in one spot. This excessive weight on the ridge of your roof can easily cause damage and sometimes crash through your roof. How comfortable would you be sleeping in your bedroom knowing that there was a car parked directly above you? A moderate-sized house can easily have 3,500 square feet of roof. That's 8,400 pounds or 4.2 tons. An H2 Hummer weighs only 6,614 pounds. Companies like to spike jobs so that you cannot back out of a contract once the materials are delivered in this manner. Since they cannot complete the work in a timely manner, they use this method to buy them some time until they can get to it. We do not deliver materials on top of your roof. We will deliver them as close as possible to your home, preferably in the driveway, and start the job within 1 to 2 days depending on the weather. Next, we remove all the old roofing material down to the decking. Because it's cheaper, some companies will roof over old shingles if there was only one layer, but the only way to ensure that the decking is in good shape is to remove all the old material. This is definitely the messiest part of the process. A drip edge is then applied around the perimeter of the roof to make sure that water properly runs off the edge of the roof and doesn't seep back under the edge of the shingle. Next, we apply a layer of roofing felt or underlayment over the entire surface of the roof. This is your last line of defense if a shingle has failed. A starter strip is applied around the entire perimeter of the roof to give the first row of shingles something to seal to. This helps prevent wind from lifting the shingles and damaging your new roof. Finally, it's time to apply the shingles to the roof. This is typically done with nail guns using 1 1/4 inch nails, not staples. Staples are cheaper, but will pull out easily. 4 nails per shingle is all that's required by shingle manufacturers for most applications. However, using 6 nails per shingle will result in a better wind rating and a better roof. We use 6 nails per shingle on all of our jobs. It's important to have a shingle that's somewhat pliable to work with, so we take extra care in cold weather applications to heat our shingles to a workable temperature. Many companies have to stop through the winter, but with just a little more effort, we can get your new roof put on even in the cold weather. A nice warm day will seal the shingles. However, it does not have to get hot for them to seal. A nice sunny winter day will also seal the shingle since it is the UV, not the heat, that seals the shingle. Now that the roof is complete, a magnetic roller is used around the house to pick up nails that may have fallen off during the removal or installation process, and all job-related debris is cleaned up and hauled away. Now you can enjoy the beauty of your new roof. Finally, after the final payment is received, you will receive a 2-year workmanship warranty and a waiver of lien rights. This protects you from creditors who may have provided materials or done work on your home. If a contractor orders materials for your job and then does not pay the bill, that supplier can put a lien on your property to recoup his cost. The same goes for a laborer who is hired to do the work but not paid. So how do you protect yourself? How do you choose the right contractor? Here are a few tips. Number 1, check with the Better Business Bureau. Find out if they have a good rating and how long they've been members. Number 2, check to see if they are a member of your state's roofing association. A reputable company will be a member. Number 3, call the local suppliers. See if they pay their bills. Number 4, drive by their office. Is it a building or just a mailbox? Number 5, verify their insurance. Call the insurance company and make sure it's an active policy, not just a piece of paper. Number 6, choose someone who has experience working with insurance companies, since this can be the most difficult part of the whole process. Thanks for joining us on this brief tour through the roof replacement and insurance process. Be sure and ask your project manager any questions you may have so that we can make your claims process go as smoothly as possible.